The SAPS and the Department of Home Affairs are expected to convene a meeting with the affected foreign nationals who have spent 3 consecutive nights away from their residences, citing intimidation and abuse from locals. The Home Affairs Department is expected to verify their status in the country and permits to conduct business in South Africa, as well as address their safety concerns. SABC News reporter Jade Polter is at the Diaconia Centre in the Durban CBD and joins us now live. A very good morning to Jade. Thank you so much for joining us. Just paint a picture for us about what's currently happening and how the mood is there, and especially as the tensions are escalating with regards to foreign nationals in South Africa.
Well, a very good morning to you, Simpiwe, and to the viewers back at home. And yes, right now what's happening is that we are seeing some of the foreign national leaders just going through a registration process, calling out the names of some of these foreign nationals, ensuring that they do have the right documentation. And then thereafter, we are told that there will be officials from Home Affairs that will be accompanied by law enforcement to the Diaconia Centre. However, Simpiwe, we've also heard information that the foreign nationals need to vacate this premises before 11 o'clock. Now, we are hoping that we can also get some reaction from some of the foreign nationals. It hasn't yet filtered down to the ground, but this is what we have been told by some members of the Diaconia Centre, who are saying that they need to leave. But in terms of that meeting that is going to be taking place, we are expecting Home Affairs and law enforcement officers to come to the Diaconia Centre in a short while. Last night we were here as well, where we saw the Red Cross Society of South Africa, as well as the Gift of the Givers, giving some aid to the foreign nationals, water, blankets, as well as formula for some of the children and babies that are here. There's still a large crowd. Last night there was roughly about 400 people that were outside, and the Gift of the Givers and the Red Cross saying that they will return today. But to get a sense of what's happening on the ground now, let's speak to some of the foreign nationals here who are awaiting information. Ma'am, thank you so much for speaking to us. This is day 2 that you have been camped outside the Diaconia Centre. Just talk to us about some of the frustrations that you have. There is a registration process happening now. Just talk to us about how has it been being placed here for 2 days.
My name is Rahma Abdullah. I'm from Somalia. Then some people, they sleep here 2 nights. Me, I never sleep. I came morning here, early in the morning. So we are scared. Some people, they are scared when we don't have bees. We are seeking bees here. We came here to get bees. So we can't go hospital. When we go hospital, they said you are foreign. You can't go inside. They are chasing us from the hospital. We can't go to school. They said foreign, they can't go to school. They have to go and private school. They have to go private hospital, and then we can't afford that money. We are refugee here. So I don't know what's going here. I came early in the morning. They took our baby's documents. They write our names. Then they calling you. If you are present, they say tick. If you are not present, they say cancel. I don't know what's going here.
So you are not a part of the crowd that slept overnight here. You are standing in solidarity with some of the foreign nationals here.
Some foreign national, Congolese, Burundian, they sleep here. I never sleep here. I came early in the morning, so yeah.
And which country are you from?
I'm from Somalia.
From Somalia. How long have you been in South Africa?
I have been here 4 years.
We've been speaking to a lot of people that have told us about their lived reality on the ground in their communities and how they have allegedly been assaulted and victimized. Do you have a particular story that you would like to share with me?
Yes, we are facing a lot of problem, a lot of victim, and a lot of problem. Even my father here, he got shot 2014, and then 2026 he got robbers. They robbed the shop. He's in the location, so he's looking how he gonna feed us. So they rob us. They rob him. He shoot them. He was injured. Then now he's okay, but
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Thank you very much. One of the ladies here just explaining to us her lived reality on the ground. And simply, we've been speaking to some of the foreign nationals, some who have stories to tell, others who are standing in solidarity with the many here that have come out in their numbers. Right now, we are being told that they are processing this crowd. There's still a very big crowd outside the gate. Unfortunately, not everyone can come in. The numbers have really doubled over the past 2 days. It started with around 100 people at the Durban Central Police Station. We've seen that numbers climb. Last night there was about 400 people here, and when we spoke to the Red Cross and the Gift of the Givers, they simply said they were running out of aid because they could not provide for everyone that was coming here. However, there is a list of people that overnighted here, and they are working with that list to ensure that there aren't any chance takers that are coming here. As you can see on your screens right now, some of these foreign nationals getting their documentation ready for those Home Affairs officials that are expected to be coming to the Diaconia Centre this morning, Simpiwe.
All right, Jade, thank you so much for your update. That was Jade Polzer at the Diaconia Centre in the Durban CBD, where we've just seen a group of foreign nationals having been sleeping after, claims of intimidation and abuse from locals.
It is the Special Investigating Unit that has uncovered what it calls a marketplace in Home Affairs. The syndicate allegedly selling permits, visas, and even citizenship as the country faces rising protests over illegal migration. Let's talk now to the SIU acting head, Leonard Lekgetho. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you very much for your time. I've been waiting for this conversation for quite a while. That investigative report around Home Affairs, you laid bare the shocking truth about what has been going on at Home Affairs. Talk to us about how deeply entrenched this has been, and has there been progress in rooting out the elements that were facilitating the sale of visas and indeed the permanent residences of foreign nationals who are undeserving of such?
Good evening, colleague. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I hope you got my question.
Okay. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you so much, and good evening to your listeners. This investigation, I think we have assisted the department in terms of uncovering
Oh, no. Oh, the connection to Leonard Lekgetho, not as good as we would want it to be. I'm hoping that the team is working feverishly in the background to try and get him back. Mr. Lekgetho, I'm told you are back. Please, could you start from the beginning? You were breaking up horribly at the start.
Yeah, I'm sure now you can hear me now.
Yes,
properly.
Much clearer. Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right. No, thanks, Koli. I was saying good evening to your listeners. Indeed, the investigation at the Home Affairs, we have investigated several focus areas. One major focus area that we look on is the issue of visa, particularly the study visa, where we found that there were a lot of visas which were issued out, particularly on the issue of study visa, where it was a syndicate. I think that syndicate was well orchestrated, well organized, but together with official, where there was a particular university where everybody, when they want study visa, they are studying at that particular university. And when you call, there's somebody who answered the call to say, yes, Oli is a student here. So you can see how well it was castrated. And also from what we have learned is that the officials were charging close to 40,000 per study visa.
Wow.
It's easy for a study visa because with study visa, you can get a study visa for 5 years, meaning that you can be in the country uninterrupted for 5 years. So another 5 years come again, you get another study visa. So a person will continue with study visa until they are more than 20 years in the country, whereas they are not studying anything. So that's one aspect of it that we found. And another aspect also, there was an issue of the work visa, where it was also abused. And there was also exceptional skills work visa, permanent resident permit, and citizenship neutralization, and business visa, and also the retired visa. In terms of the retired visa, you'll see that a person will come here, at the age of 40, saying, I'm coming to retire. So that's a kind of mechanism that was not there. But coming back to your question, we are working together with the department. They've put measures in place. We have done the systemic recommendations so that they can address all the issues that we have identified. So currently, they are addressing all those issues, and we are working well with them. So we can say that the tap has been closed in terms of those aspects.
Let's talk about those 4 officials that were identified by your report, because what you told us back then was that these 4, they earned less than 25,000 Rand a month. But listen to this, collectively, they received a total of just over 16 million Rand in direct deposits. And it is income that was found to be disproportionate to their legal income. And so it brings into question the importance of lifestyle audits. First, give us an update on whether criminal charges have followed against these employees, but also equally important is the importance of lifestyle audits. How quickly does government need to get this going?
Thanks, Koli. In terms of the firstly, as you know that as we investigate, we do refer disciplinary to the department, particularly when we found that an official has misconducted themselves. So we did refer that, and the department currently is busy with the disciplinary process, and also understand that one of the officials resigned, in the face of disciplinary. And remember, in our process, mostly, even if you resign during the investigation or the process where we found you, we make sure that we freeze your pension. So this particular official, other one, resigned before we came in. In terms of criminality, yes, we have referred criminality to the National Prosecuting Authority, and I can safely say that we met with the NPA, and we also met with the Asset Forfeiture Unit so that they can able to preserve some of the assets that were illegally gained. So there is traction in terms of the prosecution side, and together with the disciplinary side. And also the investigation is still ongoing. Remember, it's a quite number of official, the visas that we have found. Based on what we have found, we have referred to the department so that they can start the process. But the investigation is still ongoing so that we can uncover more. Particularly on other visas, for example, there was issues regarding the pastors and prophet, and there was also issue pertaining to the asylum seekers, and there was also issue about the syndicate that were operating with the official. So the investigation is still ongoing in terms of our process.
Just finally on this matter, we had the president addressing at the weekend, particularly on illegal migration issues. And I'm just wondering, and I'm sure the ordinary South African is wondering during the course of this conversation, just how deeply compromised our immigration system has been because of individuals such as these.
I think, Toli, what I can indicate is that, remember, our investigation is investigating the things that happen. Now that we have found, currently, there's a quite good modernization from the Department of Home Affairs, where they are addressing all this issue. But I can safely say to you that things are being done in order to make sure that they mitigate all these things from happening. Investigation is about what happened previously, but currently something is being done. And also in terms of trying to emphasize that, as I speak now, tomorrow we'll be doing the awareness at the Oshhoek border, where together with Border Management Authority, where we get all officials to come and tell them about the issue of fraud and corruption, and also that they must stay away from doing such. So that's a program that we have embarked on together with Border Management and the Department of Home Affairs, where we have established a Border Management and Immigration Anti-Corruption Forum, where it brings together all the stakeholders that are related to border and immigration issues. So we are doing that. And also the issue that you ask about, the lifestyle audit. Lifestyle audit is very, very important, because had it been implemented earlier, such official could have been identified that they are really living beyond their means. So it's very important. And in terms of the discussion with DPSA, we are busy discussing with DPSA so that we can able to assist the department in terms of implementing lifestyle audit. We have done several of them in different departments where they invited us to come and do it. But it's something that we are looking at as the SIU. As you know, in terms of modernizing ourselves, we have looked at the issue of prevention, because we have seen that all of us are focusing on investigation. Prevention is much cheaper compared to investigation. So we are really pushing on the issue of the prevention in terms of lifestyle audit, and also in terms of the data analytics, where we get in all the data and are able to do the predictive model, where we can advise government in terms of the risk exposure to say these are the issues that we need to take on. And currently we have developed a national corruption risk framework, whereby the framework is more about the prevention. And the currently framework is going through government process, where we want it to be adopted as a framework, particularly on the issue of prevention, because we believe that if we focus more on prevention, some of these things will really be avoided from happening, because investigation is really going to cost government quite more.
Just finally and briefly then, let's talk about that dramatic arrest on Friday of the Omar Motoden car dealer in Mpumalanga. That was quite a scene. The SIU officials, accompanied by the South African Police Service, including the Hawks. Where is the matter right now regarding Mr. Yusuf Omar? This is the person that was arrested. He put up quite a fight.
Yes. No, thanks, Toli. In terms of that matter, remember we have indicated that there was an order which was awarded by the court that we must go to Omar together with the police and also the curator, which was appointed. The purpose of going there was to get the footage and also to identify the vehicle which was frozen through our court process last year. So we went there in order to serve the paper. As a result, when we arrived there, we couldn't find the car that we were looking for, which is the Bentley. And in terms of the order, I think Mr. Omar has been given until the 5 days so that he can respond as to where is the car, and if he has sold it, to whom did he sold the car to, so that he can inform the curator about all that information. But I understand that there's an order that on the 3rd of June, he needs to appear before the tribunal so that he can explain why he sold the car while the car was still under the curator. So the matter is still ongoing, and we have seen that Mr. Omar is making statement on the media platform. But from our stance, we're saying we're gonna wait until the process is finalized, rather than for us to talk and as we respond to it, because some of the things that they is saying are factually incorrect, but we cannot come in and just create a litigation on the media.
Leonard Lekgetho, thank you very much for your time and update on some of these big cases that the SIU has been following up on. He is the acting head of the Special Investigating Unit.